Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now in this video I'm going to be attempting to convert this map, which is a free map. I believe it's called Suburban or whatever, which you can automatically go into Studio and just take this place file. It's one of the free provided place files, but I'm going to attempt to convert this into pixel art. So as you can see, we currently have all these typical Roblox materials. I'm going to basically replace as many of these materials with pixel art as I possibly can. I'm not going to spend too long on it, but I'm going to, attempt to make all these houses, these pavements, these roads out of pixel art to kind of just see the difference and how much of an impact kind of pixel textures can have on a game. So yeah, before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn post notifications on, and don't forget to like the video. And yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so first things first, I need to decide what texture I want to replace first. So I noticed that wood is quite a common material used in this place file, so I'm going to go ahead and probably start with wood planks and see if we can replace the wood planks with our own pixel texture. Now I'm going to use a software called Sprite, as I have used it a few times before and it's somewhat simple to use. You can use a software called Pixel on Google. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to test around with it. It's a free like pixel drawing software. But we need to make sure that our texture is tileable. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to probably do some research in the meantime to work out roughly what to do with it. I'm probably going to speed through this process, as I'm probably going to be making a few mistakes and having to go back on myself quite a lot. And it will turn out to be quite a boring video if I'm sitting here for 10 minutes just drawing pixel art. So I'm going to give an attempt to make some wooden planks, and then we can import it into Studio. Okay, so this texture is pretty much done. I'm probably going to go ahead and edit it a little bit off camera just to make it, probably tileable. So I'm probably going to need to import it a few times to work out whether it's tileable or not. Okay, so I've cleaned it up a decent amount. I'm going to go ahead and export it and bring it into Studio so we can check out what it looks like. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is probably remove the texture currently. So I'm just going to change it to smooth. And I'm going to bring in a texture. Place at the top here, and I'm going to bring in my texture. Okay, so as you can see, it tiles perfectly, so we have a nice looking cartoon pixel texture. Now if I go ahead and try and wrap this texture around each face of the part, and then I can easily just replace this with any kind of wooden plank texture already on here. Okay, so now as you can see, I've got a texture on each single face of this part. So now any wooden plank texture I currently see, I can go ahead and, let's say, go here, right click and then paste into, and now every single thing that has a wooden plank material on it, I could just replace with a pixel material, as you can see, which looks really nice currently. It doesn't actually take too long to do, so if you're making like cartoon look in games, this is kind of like a perfect style for you to use. I think it produced kind of a great result, and you can easily find references on Google and stuff like that. And I'm not even an artist, and I can make some somewhat decent looking textures with it. Now it would be pretty boring with me if I just made wooden plank textures, so I'm going to go ahead and make a few textures off camera just so I can save time in terms of video time. And then we're going to go ahead and import them and see what they look like in game. Okay, so as you can see, we have a variety of textures here. I'm not too pleased with the grass texture, as it does look a little bit too much like the reference image, and obviously Roblox lowers the quality of the textures for some stupid reason. As you can see, it's like a little bit blurred instead of kind of like a sharp result. But it is what it is. So I'm going to attempt to kind of place around these textures. I'm probably going to place these cobblestone texture here on the pavements, just so we can see what kind of result we can get over here. So if I go ahead and select these here, and then we can kind of paste it in here so we can see what kind of result we can get. So as you can see, it gives a pretty nice result really. I think if we increase the studs per tile, yeah, it'll give it a nicer look. But yeah, this kind of style is kind of perfect for like a cartoony look game. If you want to go for more a unique kind of look, which I don't really see too many pixel textures used on Roblox itself. So if you want to be one of the first people, you know, I highly recommend it. Gives some nice results. Since this is kind of smooth terrain, this grass texture probably wouldn't apply too much here and it wouldn't really fit that well, but I'll probably copy this texture here and probably attempt to place it here just so we can get a vague look of what it would look like if it covered a certain area. Now if I go to the terrain tools and paint the ground with dirt here just so that the grass doesn't overlap with the part or with the texture, as you can see you get some decent results. Now the only annoying thing is you kind of see the repeated pattern here, which there isn't too many ways of kind of solving. Perhaps using a variety of textures may help, but I don't really know how to solve that kind of issue. But yeah, it gives a nice result, which, you know, would probably fit in a cartoony look more than a smooth terrain map. And last but not least is this brick texture, which was a little bit too dark, so I kind of reduced the transparency here, or increased the transparency just to get it a bit of a lighter look. Now I did experiment over here in this brick building to see what the results I could get. Now the results aren't great because I think the texture is a bit too dark, so if it was similar to this kind of color, I think the results would be really nice. And these textures are really easy to apply onto your buildings and stuff like that. So that's going to be pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn post notifications on, and make sure to like the video. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.